The Arizona podcast is brought to you by Giant Protective Coatings, a flooring company that specializes in epoxy flooring and concrete resurfacing systems. They speak Spanish, they're in the LA area, and they are an amazing company to work with. They have awesome customer service and they give you honest quotes with great work, and I couldn't recommend them enough. So if you use the promo code Arrows Up, you get a 15% off on your next project. So call them, reach out to them. You can find them at on the internet, triumphcoatingsca.com, and you can request a free quote and all that fun stuff. You can follow them on Instagram, triumph underscore coatings, and they do speak Spanish and they do great work, like I said. So check them out. Promo code Arrows Up, 15% off your next project. Welcome to the Arrows Up podcast. On this episode, baseball. Baseball. First week of baseball in the books, and that's what we have for you. Harry's here, and we dissect all of it. The good, the bad, the surprising. Torpedo bats. Rafael Devers can't get a hit. Get into all of it. So that's what's ahead for you on this Wednesday edition of the pod. I know that the NBA playoffs start in very shortly, so I will have a full NBA pod on Friday coming your way. So stay tuned for that. But today, what I have for you is baseball. So hopefully you enjoy it. Without further ado, here's my conversation with Harry. Here we go.
Just for you, I came back
What is that?
to Starbucks.
Yeah, but
Strawberry acai.
nice.
Just for you.
Why for me? I don't even drink that.
It just reminded me of you. I missed you.
Get some coffee. Get a real drink.
Oh, I got some good stuff for you after the pod is over.
Nice.
I can't speak on the record, but I'm gonna need some what do you call it? Recommendations.
From Starbucks?
No, just coffee overall.
Oh, okay. I can help you with that, but that can't be on the record, huh? Interesting.
Oh, there's stuff that I can't talk about. How I'm getting the product.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, I'll tell you, just don't record it. Don't put it on the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have accommodations from Best Buy, and
Oh, nice.
it's like up to like 70% off
Oh, wow.
on the espresso machines.
Oh,
So that's why I was gonna like hit you up, be like, "What's
yeah,
up?"
yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can we can we can talk about it off record.
Yeah, because
Nice. Um, so we can just start. Uh, torpedo bats. They
wow, we're gonna start hot.
yeah. I mean, there's. Um, they came and went 2 days ago. Baseball was like, they're good. It's fine. And this morning they said, actually, never mind. You guys can't use them. So anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, the Yankees.
So they banned them?
That's what I saw this morning that they banned the torpedo bats. Um,
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. So,
and so yeah,
but we could just talk about the itself, just the topic itself.
Yeah, so the Yankees introduced these bats opening day, and everyone except for not everyone, most of the guys except for Judge, they didn't have him, and they became a thing in their second game. In their second game versus the Brewers, they played Nestor Cortez, former Yankee, and what was it like? The first four guys like hit a home run. It was like he allowed four home runs
Yeah, it was bad. It was just really,
in
really
his
bad.
first four at bats that he first hitters that he hit that he faced, and and it was this thing of like, man, he is so it's three pitches, three home runs. That's what
Yeah.
versus the Yankees, and he gets completely shellacked. The Yankees scored 20 runs.
Hmm.
Um, Eight of those allowed by Nestor Cortez over two innings. And it was this whole thing. The Yankees hit nine home runs in that game. Three of those by Judge, which is
Yeah.
important to mention. Three of those were hit by Judge that were not on the torpedo bats. And according to what I saw today, they banned them. We'll see if that's true or not. But do you have a problem with the torpedo bats? And what it is that they just pretty much beefed up the barrel.
So I'm not a scientist. I'm not anything, nothing related or any.
Well, you play one on TV.
Yeah, but I play one on TV. Um, did anybody ever consider who these teams are playing?
Who these teams are playing?
Yeah. So did you consider, well, the Torpedo Bats, for the record, they were here last year.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Yeah.
certain players used them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're
Yeah.
playing at Yankee Stadium, which is a Little League field, number one.
Right. Right.
You're playing Milwaukee, which we voted as one of the teams that are overrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number three, we're playing Nestor Cortez.
Right.
The
Who the
second,
Yankees know very well.
who then the Yankees know very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Number four, Cincinnati. Well, the thing that happened in Cincinnati with Ellie LaCruz,
Right.
he was great before this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cincinnati's a hitter's ballpark.
Right.
I think it was just one of those things like just people just try to make the excuse, or not the excuse, make news out of nothing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which is it's slowly coming out. It's
Right.
slowly coming out as you start seeing the headlines that once you start talking to real hitters, they say there's no difference in the bat.
Mm-hmm.
That is, it's just it is a big barrel. It's for certain people to hit the ball from.
Yeah.
Um, but did anybody ever consider that? I was listening to it and I was hearing it. And I was like, dude, it's Milwaukee. You're in New York. New York, the ball flies out no matter what. Cincinnati, the ball flies out like no matter what.
Right. Yeah. I mean, context matters, but people don't care about context when you're trying
No,
to.
they don't care. No.
Yeah. When you're just trying to do your thing and you're trying to like just get off a hot take, the last thing you anybody cares about is context. And
Well,
so,
they're out there. They're out. These manufacturers, even from the youth level, they're building bats for very dangerous bats. But I don't think at this point it should be considered a dangerous bat. It should be considered something out of the ordinary.
right.
Um, yeah, like I haven't tried it, but just this the things I know and the things I've seen, I don't see anything. I am going to start a little controversy or a little conspiracy. I think the ball's juiced.
Mm,
It
okay.
seems like the ball's flying out a lot more than what it was in past years.
Kind of like when it was flying out, what was it, 2018, 2017?
It was one of those years. Yeah, I think
It was
18.
when it was just what is happening? So
Well,
you think they juiced the ball again?
I just been seeing a lot of high scores.
Mm, yeah.
It's either that or the pitchers are not making the correct adjustments, or everybody's getting used to the fastball.
Yeah, what you're starting seeing this week. just this bigger emphasis on breaking balls. And you're starting to see more breaking balls, kind of like just to offset all the fastballs that were being
Yeah.
on in recent years. And so, what was the trend over the last few years of the dudes that are just throwing heat is now becoming they're throwing heat, but it's like 91 off speed stuff, and you're getting guys out for
Everybody's catching up to it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Everyone except for Rafael Devers.
There's a couple, Luis Arias,
Yeah,
Arias,
yeah.
the same thing. Nah, but I wouldn't read too much into it. I think eventually this story is going to go away, and we'll find something else new to talk about. Um, I just think the ball's juiced. That's kind of in my eyes. I haven't seen the ball. When you have Mookie Betts hitting the ball over the fence, like after losing what 20 pounds,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
it's like okay, there's something there.
Yeah. Kike hit a moonshot the other night
Two
too.
moonshots.
Yeah, yeah. And so,
Just the rarities that we're starting to see
right.
that we rarely see in these games.
Which if the ball is juiced, no one's really gonna complain because
I'm not complaining. The
people
pitchers
no,
maybe.
but that's what I mean. Like it's one of those things that if the ball's juiced, the only people that are gonna have a problem with it, it's gonna be the pitchers that are not so good.
Well, we talked about it and we were open, I think last 2 years ago when the whole Trevor Bauer story came out.
Right, right.
That I could go on the record saying that I'm okay with both sides cheating or not cheating, but like getting an advantage.
Yeah, we talked about it with the sticky stuff. Yeah.
It's sticky stuff. It's
Yeah.
out there. It's still out there. They're just modifying it a little bit more, but
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I
They
guess
just got to
just
get
a
more clever about how they're doing it. Yeah.
yeah. Um yeah, I honestly I wouldn't read too much into the torpedo bass. I personally think it'll go away maybe in the following weeks when more and more people start using them. Like, okay, it's nothing special.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just because it was the Yankees, because they hit 9 home runs. It was one of those things that it was a fun thing to talk about. Um,
And
and
the Yankees have always been Bronx Bombers, so
yeah,
it's
and
like
you had the guy who designed for the Yankees, the MIT physicist that they had
yeah.
hired. So it's like some genius working on a bat, and I just think it's gonna go. It's kind of gonna go away, and it's gonna be fine. Um, but it was a fun story to kind of talk about and get into it. One of the things that I've seen in the first week, besides the off speed stuff, is there seems to be this emphasis on small ball, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more steals this in this first week than I have in the past. And I don't know if it's just the games that I'm seeing, and I don't know if it's just like the games that I'm catching where I'm just watching more of it, but there does seem to be this more emphasis on scoring more runs any way possible now. Where in the past there was this walk home run. It was very NBA-esque where in the NBA, if you watch the NBA now, it's either threes or layups, and the mid-range shot is completely just abandoned. And in baseball, there was this like home run or nothing. So you got like these these guys who were hitting like 40 home runs, 35 home runs, but were striking out a bunch. And it was kind of like, well, this is what the way it is now. And now we're kind of seeing the return of small ball. Did you
Yeah,
see
stolen
the same
base.
thing?
Yeah. Stolen base, we've seen a lot more. I
Yeah.
think ever since the bases got bigger.
Hmm.
Like I think last year was just an adjustment year for uh for these teams. And
Yeah.
now it's kind of like coming forward. And if you don't know, the major league coaching staff is what 15, 20 guys deep now.
Right.
Since there's a guy for everything now. There's a guy getting paid for every single aspect of the game.
Hmm.
And I've guessed that they they started seeing now that people are adjusting to the fastball, they can steal more bases with the off speed.
Right.
Now that the curveballs are being played a little bit more. I've been seeing a lot more pass balls too,
Yes. Yeah.
which is weird. It used to be like it used to be like nice and smooth, just inside outside, north south, and
Hmm.
now there's a lot of more pass balls. And guys that you wouldn't see the ball get past them.
Yeah.
Also, back to the old school, I've been seeing there's some guys now that stopped using the pitch com. I think there was a couple of guys out there this week that aren't using the pitch com. That they're back to the science or the
Yeah.
numbers,
Which one do you
which
prefer?
the numbers.
The numbers.
It's easier.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense if you use the numbers or the fingers, if you call it, nobody on base. Man on first, man on third. Man on second, I get it. You could put a pitch come on. But honestly, like these guys are major league hitters. They don't, it's cool that they have a little extra help, but I
Yeah.
don't think they don't need it. They don't need it.
Hmm.
Manny Ramirez didn't make his or Mark McGwire didn't make his living out of stealing pitches from the guy from second base. Or even Barry Bonds himself didn't make a living by getting this sign from second base. What's a fastball?
Yeah.
No, I already know it's coming.
Right.
It's just those other guys that that need help.
Yeah.
But we didn't see just I kind of been like more of an old school type of take. I think the whole game is coming back. I hope it doesn't go away.
Hmm.
The stealing bases, the bunts, uh, the double steals, uh, Morosby, like you said.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I did catch on what you saw. I just didn't think you were gonna say it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a more fun brand of baseball to start. We'll see if it holds up and it keeps we keep in this in this wave, but it has been certainly something that I was not expecting, especially because it just seemed like we were going away from it.
Well, let's start thinking about it. Just off the top of your head, you don't have to.
Mhm.
How many home run hitters can you name off, or can you think of the top of your head playing the game now?
Like
J
prototypical sluggers
yeah, Judge.
to judge. Um, I mean, when Devers is good, Devers,
No, but I'm saying just like overall home run hitters, like you when they come up to the plate, it's gonna be either a hit or a home run. We could say Otani
Otani,
just for conversation.
Otani, Schwarber is in that list. He
Shorter, yeah.
strikes out a lot. I'd say Trout when he's on, because when he's on, he has like ridiculous power.
Yeah, but that wasn't my question. My question is like guys
Stanton,
that say, you know what, these guys are gonna it's a home run or out. One of the two.
Stanton, Stanton's
Okay.
on the list. Um, Everybody else is more of a well-rounded hitter. You know, like Otani's a rounded hitter. Juan Soto's a more rounded hitter. Freddie Freeman. Uh, so I think it's rare to get a guy who's just Jock Peterson. I guess is another one because it's either feast or famine with that guy.
I could say two.
Who?
That's it. Otani and Judge. Other than that,
Those are just very clear cut like
yeah.
sluggers. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's what you're talking about. Like just the game is changing. There's no
Mhm.
more like guys like McGuire, Bonds,
Right.
Sosa, none of that no more. It's
Yeah.
all the game is changing. Yeah, the home run is cool, but now I guess they're figuring out other ways of creating offense.
Yeah.
And these teams are creating offense a different route. The home run is now surprising now. Like we're seeing guys that don't hit home runs, hit home runs. So
Tommy
it's just
Edman
it's a
leads the
different
pack.
game. It's a
Yeah.
different game now.
Hmm.
It's a different game. It's a fun game. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't give too much praise to a commissioner, but
Really,
It's
I think he's done a good job.
I've been hearing, I don't know. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed that aren't
Is he
fixed.
perfect? No, but I think him standing up to ESPN, I think was really good for baseball. Um,
Well,
he,
him versus Bud Selig.
yeah, I think he's way better. I mean, and being better in Bud C League is not that hard, but
Well,
uh,
that was our last commissioner, so that's kind of
yeah.
why we keep it comparison.
And I think he's done a better job. I think he's done a better job of that. I think he's living off of the criticism of how he handled the Astros thing, where he was just like, "Oh, it's just that like you guys are fighting over a trophy," and I was like, "Bro, like, come on."
Yeah,
But I think overall he's done a pretty good job. We'll see how he does the TV deal and what's gonna happen there. But if he's able to get rid of blackouts, then
that's
dude,
it.
yeah, like
Hall of Fame.
yeah, yeah. If he's able to do that, all of a sudden,
I think at this point, I think we could say he's a Hall of Fame commissioner.
yeah, he's done a great job.
At this point,
He's empowered people, like given Theo the ability to test things out and try things out. And not everybody loves them. Like you and I got into just disagreements over the pitch clock, and the people that complain like, like it's this, that, and the other. But you watch a game now, and it's just it flows and it goes, and unless you're looking for the pitch clock, you don't even think about the pitch clock anymore. And you look
no.
up, you're like, oh, dude, the game's almost over. It's 9 o'clock. That's pretty awesome. That's kind of great. So I just think he's empowered the right people to make the game better and he's empowered I think more so than the right people that love baseball.
Yeah.
And I think that's the he may not be a baseball guy through and through, but the guys around him and the people around him are, and it shows because the games are better. The I think baseball playoffs is up there with any other playoffs.
That's something that's debatable. I wouldn't
And
give it
yeah,
too much. Hold it there. Hold it
oh,
there.
come on. I think the playoffs are.
Hold it there.
Come on.
Uh,
I think you don't think the baseball playoffs are as good as any other playoffs?
they're okay.
No, come on. Come on.
They're okay.
Well,
Just hold your horses there. We're okay.
I'm an optimist, so
I think one thing that I would ask, and I think you kind of would agree with me. The whole, I was this was going to be a final thought for me, but I guess we'll bring it up since we're talking about him now.
yeah.
Um, just the baseball contracts. I think
Yeah.
these 10, 15-year deals are no good for anybody but the players. I I I I, I don't know. I just saw what Kristen Campbell, which I've seen twice maybe, just got a
Mhm.
fat deal. Well, not a fat
Yeah.
deal, but got a good deal.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill just got a deal now. Like,
9 years, yeah.
do we need to do 9 years? Is it really, 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 really necessary to go that long?
See, I think the Braves started this a few years ago and they just locked up all their young guys. We can Do we need 9 year deals? No. No, we don't. But I would rather see this than what you get in the NBA. In
Well,
the
the
NBA,
whole opting out option, like the
yeah,
way
the
opt
opting
out.
out, yeah, where it's like everything's a short deal, no more than 5 years, because that helps the team. And I am never going to root for the owners to make more money because when you root for the owners to get more money, you get the Ace situation, you get the White Sox situation, you get the Reds situation, you get the Pirates situation. You get these teams that are owned by these people that don't care about the team, that don't care about the product, don't care about winning, and they just want to cash the TV money that the Dodgers and the Yankees are bringing in. And so I think it's the way the game is going. And so as a Red Sox fan to see that we secured Christian Campbell for what was it, 8 years? Is Christian Campbell going to be as good as Dustin Pedroia? I don't know, but if he's as good as Dustin Pedroia, I'm at least glad that I don't have to worry about him leaving in 5 years. If is Murrow gonna continue on his trajectory? We don't know. Like, but if you're a Padres fan, you now have that guy locked up on a contract that's team friendly, and you're able to move off of it. And
Yeah.
I think that's the I'm okay with that. This is like the equivalent of the Dodgers deferring all the money. I think if you want to get mad at the Dodgers for doing that, I guess, but get mad at your ownership for not being proactive, for not thinking outside the box to make your team better. And
I,
so
I would
that's
be
why
okay with 5 year and 7 year deals
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's one of those things that's just it's ridiculous. But again,
because nothing pans out. It's a loss for the fans too when these
see, but
just let's bring up the Angels.
yeah,
The Angels is probably like the most recent issue that we had. Pujols, Josh Hamilton, both of them didn't pan out. I think we got what 3 years of Pujols that he did good.
right. What was the other the pitcher that they got from the Rangers? What's his name? Cole.
Oh, Cole Hamels.
Was it Cole Hamels?
Was it Cole? I think it was Cole Hamels.
No, I don't think it was Cole Hamels. Anyway, keep going. I'll find that name.
So like with those big deals, it just didn't make sense. Like I get the whole back end deal, the whole let's give him 10 years, he's earned this much. But it's like you're decapitating the franchise for paying a guy that's 42, 43 years old.
Hmm.
And he's not even playing for you anymore. He's a manager now in the Dominican Republic somewhere.
Right.
Um, and you're paying him. And
Hmm.
you just decapitated your franchise there. I'm not a fan of salary caps. Not a fan at all. I love the structure how it is now.
Yeah.
If we wanted to fix this whole issue,
CJ Wilson.
CJ Wilson, CJ Wilson.
Yeah,
There you
CJ Wilson.
go. If we want to fix this issue, we would want to just be like, you know what? Everybody has this. There's no competitive balance. I would take out the whole competitive balance of them. Let these teams spend as much money as they can. It's a win for the franchise. If you're not going to grow your franchise, that's on you. If the A's don't want to grow their franchise, good luck. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Um, you you you're being the fans are being lowballed by all these owners, like the Rays, the A's, the Rockies,
Yeah.
pretty much everybody in the bottom of the cellar. They're not spending money.
Yeah.
What makes I'm trying to think of a historic franchise that's done historical stuff, and that's not doing too well right now.
Hmm.
Oh, Pittsburgh. They're getting up. They're getting up there, but they're not there yet. Back in the 90s when they were, or the 80s, was it the 80s or 90s when they were actually good? It was like mid
Late 80s.
late 80s, early 90s
Yeah.
when they were good. They were spending money, but then again, I get it. It wasn't $5 million that they were spending. It wasn't none of that stuff. It was half a million, that kind of thing, whatever. But they were spending money.
Right.
Nowadays, we have the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, all these big markets that are spending all this money, but these other teams can't all of a sudden. Like Washington, D.C., isn't it a big market? Not that I've thought of it.
Washington?
Washington, D.C.,
Yeah. Yeah.
Philadelphia, the Phillies.
But Philly has spent money in the past. Philly,
Okay, best one, the Marlins.
yeah, the Marlins.
What excuse do they have? If you were the owner of the Marlins, what would you do to fix it? Because
If
they
I was,
have good
if I was
core.
the,
They have a good core.
if I was the owner, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, here we'll give the Marlins some credit. The Marlins have actually spent a good amount of money in the in their infrastructure. The Marlins were famously super outdated. They were one of the last teams to get stats guys and advanced
Analytics
analytics.
guys.
There you go. Their analytics department was non-existent, and they pumped a lot of money into it. So they're investing a lot within themselves and all that. So I give them a lot of credit for that. But I think the next step for them, once they get all that updated, you kind of just have to continue to build in this way and keep guys. Because I think the problem with the Marlins,
They don't keep guys.
yeah, as soon as they become
So like Sandy's gonna be
remotely,
gone pretty soon.
yeah, like as soon as they become remotely valuable, they're gone. And if you're a team, if you're root for the Marlins, like what is the point? What is the point of buying a jersey? What is the point of you spending money on the gear if the guys are going to be just a minor league feed for whoever team is going to give them anything? It's like it's what I said about the Pirates last week when we recorded. The Pirates are it's a shame that they're in a few years this team is going to be dismantled because that ownership group is cheap. Instead
Yeah.
of building around and keeping Paskins forever and building around this really good squad that they have, they're gonna just squander it. And they're gonna get a few playoff games and maybe they'll win a game and you'll get the pictures from PNC Park in October and it's like, wow, what a run. But they're not really going to invest in a team to make them
No.
a championship contender. They're not going to be investing in the team. And I don't even mean go spend all sorts of money for free agents. I just mean go trade for a guy that's available, that's under contract. Because that's how these teams are going to get good. Going and making the trades for the superstar that has 2 3 years and that's your window. Um, but they're not. And
So I think this is a kind of a fix that we can, as a commissioner, come in and do some type of competitive balance. There has to be some punishment for the owners. There's just too much punishment for the players,
yes, I
and
agree.
there's no punishment for the owners. You're bad, you're bad. Okay, cool. What is it doing to the product? Nothing good.
Yeah, I think there should be.
The NBA went through some stuff like this too,
Yeah,
and then now it's like, whoa.
yeah. I just like the White Sox. Like you are in the third biggest market in the United States. There's no excuse for running that team like if you don't have money.
Yeah,
And that is if you don't have the money, I wish there was a way where they could make you sell, where they could kind of be like, okay, you don't meet the criteria. Like if you want to buy a Chick-fil-A, for example,
yeah.
you can't just buy a Chick-fil-A. You need all
To
these
meet it.
like all these requirements and you got to keep these requirements. And as soon as you can't meet those requirements, Chick-fil-A says, "Okay, we're taking it back because it's ultimately we can take it back." And I feel like
Yeah,
baseball should do that. If you can't keep these requirements, if you're a billionaire and you're gonna cry, "Oh, the Dodgers this," then you know give it back.
yeah.
We'll find another rich group to buy and invest. Um, yeah, I just wish there was a way where these owners are able to are kept um accountable. I think another thing would be revenue sharing. You remove revenue sharing, and all of a sudden, all these owners have to figure out for themselves.
Well, that's why I'm 100% for that.
Like what is it? Why do the Dodgers have to subsidize the A's or the Pirates? Like
Yeah,
the Dodgers are running everything top notch. They are by far the most popular team abroad. Why should they have to share any of that with anyone? Like, why should the Red Sox, who have been ran poorly over the last few years, why should why should they have to benefit from the Dodgers running things correctly? They should.
and that's the problem right now that's going on. And I think as a commissioner, I think this some of the things you need to see.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. TV deal is number one. If I were a commissioner, that'd be the
Right.
number one. That'd be the number one thing in the books. Number two, if you want to make this perfect, you gotta clean this up.
Hmm.
We need better owners. We need better owners that are more fan
Right.
oriented
Yeah.
than pockets. Then
Right.
they're worried about their pockets.
Hmm.
Because a lot of these guys, let's be honest, they're not paying people because they want to put more money in their pocket. They don't want to, they rather lose and know that they're going to have it. I'm guessing they're just too comfortable. And I
Right.
think that's kind of the problem. These owners have been here forever. Um, and then we saw this with the Padres last year with the whole, when the owner passed away, you know, I think they're ran by the kids now, and they're starting to trade people away, move people around because they're either getting ready for a sale or they're getting ready, or yeah, they're something with the money. Um, and
Yeah.
I think as a commissioner, you got to see those things. Again, not a perfect commissioner, but he's done a good job. I would give him his props.
Yeah. 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 I agree. We have seen um, as well the struggles of Rafael Devers that has not. It's almost unprecedented. Just how bad he's been. He is striking out at a crazy rate. I had a friend, shout out to Drew, who was telling me that he thinks it's the DH thing, and you as a coach, player, all of it.
100%,
Yeah, you think that's what it is?
100%.
Because he was telling me when you're a player and you're struggling, at least you go on the field, you make a play on the field, and you feel at least better by yourself because you know what? Yeah, I'm not hitting, but I made that out. I threw that guy out or whatever. But when you're a DH and you're not hitting, it's like, dude, all I'm doing is hitting, and you are just sitting there, and you get in your head, and it just to get out of that becomes really hard. So you 100% agree?
I think the things that people don't see it's their whole preparation. It's a different preparation to
Mm,
be a DH. It takes a special person to be a DH. It
mm,
takes a special person to be a pinch hitter.
mm.
There's not that many great pinch hitters out there in the league.
Right,
Well, back in the night, no, not now, but like back then,
right.
that would come in. It was just a special person that was able to, like Dave Hansons were able to not play the whole game, and then the seventh inning, okay, you know what? Let me go start hitting the tee. Let me go start doing this so I can get ready to come in.
Yeah.
Or it's just the same thing as a mentality as a closer. It's the same exact issues with what is as a closer. You're a
Hmm.
reliever, you have to be ready at all times.
Yeah.
You're a closer, you already know, hey, you know what? Seventh inning, I gotta start stretching. Eighth inning, let's start going and then warming up and let's go. In. It's just the whole mentality of and preparation that it takes to get to that point. Um, some of these guys are built just different. Watani is built different in that part. Uh, Poppy knew what he was. I
Mm.
think I said this to you, like he, you got to know your role. He doesn't want to be in this role. He's not going to be invested in this role. He's trying to get out of this role. He knows if he does bad, what's going to happen to him. Cool. They probably put me on the field, or they probably trade me somewhere that, you know, that'll give me the opportunity to play third base. That
Yeah.
won't put me at DH or first base, whatever position he wants to play. It's just this in I was joking with you, but I kind of was serious with you. And they gotta get rid of him. They gotta trade him. If there's no it as a baseball player, you're competitive your whole life, but once you've been with the organization for so long and you build those relationships, those trusts, and then they they lowball you, they go, hey, you know what? Let me go get this other player. Your same position, your same, you're not the same power, but the same the same role that you have. You as a baseball player, you're like, what am I doing here? What am I doing?
And just to defend the Red Sox, they the people that promised him third base long term are no longer there. And I think that's a big component of this whole thing. That
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just as a baseball player, you're preparing your whole offseason to play third. I doubt he was preparing and getting ground balls because we've seen his defensive metrics.
Yeah,
It's not nothing to lose sleep over.
I think that's where, as a Red Sox fan, Rafi loses the argument for me because it's one thing if he was progressing as a fielder every
Yeah,
year. On the contrary, he was getting worse. And he
100%.
got and he got the big contract and he came in overweight. And I told you last year when we gave him that contract, it made me nervous because you
Yeah,
give a guy like that a contract and he already his it's not like we're raving about his work ethic before.
you know,
And it's why the Mookie Betts, I would have given him all the money because I know that guy it cares about baseball, cares about competing, and he would have been on the field. And Rafael Devers just doesn't have that. And so that's where the argument for Rafi he loses it because it's not like he was getting better. And I look, I love Devers, but I wouldn't want to trade him. But if it came down to that, like trade me or play me, yeah, man. If you can find somebody to take on that contract, like, bye. Like,
yeah, like I said, it's the whole mindset of the player. He just doesn't want to be there. He does, well, not doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to fulfill the role that is given to him.
right. He doesn't want to play DH. Yeah.
And as a long time baseball player and with the organization, I guess he feels that he's put in his work, that he's able to make that call. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And
Yeah.
like you said, there was people out there that promised him it, and they're now gone. So it's like at a job, you get
Right.
promised something, your GM is there or whoever your manager is there,
Hmm.
and all of a sudden they leave. You gotta start all over, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta build yourself up again to this new management. Um, but in his side, and I see it in his side too. Like, hey, bro, I've been putting up numbers all these years, and you want to do
Right.
this to
I'm
me?
Rafael Devers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like what's up? Like, but unfortunately, we know that the Red Sox don't work that way.
Or I'll raise you one. No respectable organization works that way.
Are they respectable? Is the Red Sox respectable?
I think the way they've operated this offseason, I think there's now glimmers of hope that this team is now working correctly
Towards the bigger picture? Okay.
because them putting the team before Devers says a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna name you four teams,
Yep.
and you tell me if he's a third baseman there.
Okay.
If he gets what he wants or he doesn't get what he wants.
Right.
The San Francisco Giants. I know they have Matt Chapman. It's
No
just
way.
we're just playing. We're just playing.
And Chapman is there? Chapman is the
No,
third.
no, Chapman's not there. We're just playing. This is more of an exercise for management, respectable management. Would they give him what he wants? Chapman's not there.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think if Bregman isn't there, Devers is playing third base.
Okay. Let's see. The Dodgers.
See, I
I was
think
gonna I was gonna hold off to last, but
I think the Dodgers would actively be trying to upgrade that defensively.
okay. The St. Louis Cardinals. Arenado's there.
Yeah, I think I don't think I don't think Devers plays over Arenado there.
Even with his offensive numbers.
I think he's a DH. I don't think they say, okay, yeah, play third base for us so you can be happy.
Yeah. The last one, but not least, the New York Mets.
See, the Mets are the wild card because the Mets spend money like a respectable franchise, but
Well, that's why I left it last. I was
they're
gonna leave the Dodgers last, but
they're they're not, they just have a lot of money. Um, I think he gets what he wants with the Mets.
I
I
guess what
don't
he wants.
Yeah, I don't see the Mets.
So they have Mark Vientos at third base. Mark Vientos or Rafael Devers.
I'd like to believe that they would have Mark Vientos because he's a better fielder.
And Jesse Winkler's or DH.
See, I think he gets the DH, bro. I think they find a way to move Jesse Winker or find a,
So
find room for him somewhere.
I think he gets what he wants,
With the Mets,
the Mets.
you think they move off from Vientos?
So Vientos will go to first. Pete Alonso will go to DH.
Jesse Winker is the guy left off.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Jesse Winkler would be the platoon guy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So he'll face righties. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. That's why that team is that's what like they spend money like a respectable franchise, but they don't operate yet like one. So
So if that really happens, what happens to Pete Alonso?
you see, and that's the thing. You just
Who would you rather have, Pete Alonso or Rafael Devers?
That's a very low. It's a loaded question because of this. Player for player, I think Rafael Devers is better. He's younger,
Mm,
more upside. The whole thing. Although he's not that young. He's 28, so it's not even like he's like young, young.
yeah.
Um, for the Mets specifically, in that context, I'd rather have Pete Alonso because he's a better leader. He is a really good teammate by all accounts. And
You wouldn't think Juan Soto would check him?
check who?
Devers?
I don't think so.
You don't see Juan Soto as that guy. But like, hey, bro,
Juan Soto to me is not the leader type. He is the he is the guy that will hype everybody up within the game. Like he hits a home run and he's yelling at everybody, like, "Come on, let's go!" But I can't see Juan Soto telling Devers like, "Get it together, man! Like, come on." I can't see him doing that, and I think that's why I think I would have Pete Alonso, and I think honestly that's what the Red Sox don't have on this team. The Red Sox have nobody to walk up to Devers and tell him, "Hey, get over it." Like it is like we're a team. It's for us.
so who has the highest guard? Is the manager and then Devers?
Who has the highest what?
Who's in charge of that clubhouse? Is the manager?
It's clearly Cora because it's clearly
Of course, yeah, yeah, yeah.
clear. No, but from the standpoint of like even the post, because clearly it was Cora's move because Bregman, because he's new to the team, I think Bregman can be the guy who's leading and vocal and all that. But because he just got there, I think Bregman is in a situation where he's just like, well, I'll play wherever you want me to. And so clearly Cora is the guy. There's the picture of Vertic just trying to get Rafi to come out of it. But the Red Sox don't have a Kevin Millar who can say something. They don't have a Pedro. They don't have the guy on the roster that can walk up to to Rafael Devers and check him and get and kind of just get on him for being honestly a bad teammate. I think Walker Bueller, if he was in on the 1 year rental, could do it. But again, 1 year rental. Uh, I think Jaren Duran is too young and too crazy still. Trevor Story,
Yeah, it's nothing to
like just yeah, doesn't have the cachet to
be
do
like,
it.
bro, you're hitting zero. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, bro, you're hitting 133. Cool. Let me take from you.
Um, and then from there on, everyone's like super young, like Tristan Casas is too young to play that role. Abreu, too young. You get Rafaela, too young. Like so I just think there's maybe the guy, maybe, but this is like reaching, and I don't think he's the guy, is Rob Refsnyder, who's been there a while. He's a veteran. He plays everything. He's a good teammate. But I don't think he has the cachet to be able to say something
I,
to
I just think it's just you gotta cut your losses and say bye bye. I
I
be
think it's too
me.
ear- I think it's too early.
I think this is one of those situations that he's not happy there. We know he's not happy there. We
Yeah, but
see
it's
it.
only been 5 games.
I get it, but it's just been one of those. I got to be a professional. I got to show up. I gotta say the right things. But as a front office, you start looking at it and say, just think about it. And I guess we can cut into Red Sox corner so early in the podcast, but we'll get into it. I'm looking at the roster right now, and I see a very young team that needs a leader. And I think you can agree with me on that part. I think Bregman can pull the wagon, but he needs help. He
Yeah,
needs another leader.
honestly, this is why I wish we would have paid Xander.
You think Bogarts would have been able to do it? I think that you need a higher.
No, because Xander was the guy who could get through to Devers. Devers loved Xander and
Okay.
respected Xander. And it's why I wish we would have paid Xander because he had grown up in the organization. He went through everything. He won with the team. And it's why I wish we would have paid him. Maybe not, definitely not what the Padres paid him, but I wish we would have taken care of him earlier so that he's there. You don't worry about Trevor Story. Trevor Story never shows up, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's a very different dynamic because you're able to bring in a Bregman with Xander. Now Xander has Bregman to kind of both of them lead this team, and Walker Bueller's voice all of a sudden becomes a little stronger because you got Xander and you get all these leaders within the clubhouse that are able to pull the team. But this team, yeah, doesn't have the vocal guy. And maybe in June, that's where it happens. But even for Bregman, the way his contract is set up, he pretty much has the ability to opt out 3 years. It's a 3 year contract, but it's really a 1 year contract if
Don't
he
look that way.
decides I want to just dip. And so that's where being a leader becomes tough because it's like, dude, you can be gone next year. You might not even be here. Like if the Dodgers want to pay you next season and you want to go play third base there, you can do that. You can opt to do that.
I think I just think this team is just too young. I think they need that veteran. They need more veterans on the team.
Yeah.
I think the pitching staff, honestly, being a baseball player,
Hmm.
um, I wouldn't listen to what the pitchers had to say. I'm a hitter. You don't know anything. You know shit.
Right.
You don't know anything about hitting. Go pitch your game, man. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
That's what I would have told Walker Buehler. If I were Devers, Walker Buehler,
Hmm.
leave me alone. I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm fine. You just need that. You need just a veteran out there, and that's what makes all these other teams a little bit better because they have those veterans that are able to push through a clubhouse. And I think, like you said, they're taking the right steps, but I think they still they need to cut ties now.
Yeah.
I think it might be it's the extreme thing to do, but this is what the signs are pointing at. He's not hitting. He's not bringing anything to the clubhouse. He's probably teaching bad habits to these young guys because you have a good core. You have a great core.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like you could build so much with this core that you have now,
Yeah.
um, but you're just being held back.
Yeah. Again, I think it's too early.
It's always too early, but it's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
It's you're
It
not,
is. It is. It does seem like he is a guy going up there and he's just kind of like swinging at anything and everything. Like he doesn't have a plan. And so 19 at bats, 15 strikeouts is crazy, but he does have four walks over the last. He walked twice in the last game versus the Orioles. So he's starting to get more selective. And what's interesting is he's like DeGrom on the game on Sunday was getting him out, was striking him out with off speed stuff. It wasn't even like the hard stuff.
yeah.
So it's almost like he's thinking they're trying to get me out with the fastball. They know he's waiting fastball and they're throwing him off. So he's like all over the place right now. And hopefully the day off yesterday helped him reset. But Devers is also a guy who just needs one hit. Gets one hit and he'll get going and he starts smiling, starts feeling good about himself, and all of a sudden this becomes like, dang, remember when he started 0 for 19? He has yet to get a hit this season, which is insane.
So now that we're done talking about the Boston Red Sox. What have you in 1 week that you've seen? What teams have impressed you? And I know it's early, but what teams have impressed you? And what teams have you like, whoa, what's going on?
Okay. Uh love the question. So the Braves. And again, I know
It's
Acuna's
the
not
whoa, what's
there.
going on, right?
I know I get it. I understand. I get it. Jurickson Profar out for 80 games.
Oh, that one hurt me big. I have him in my fantasy team. Oof.
Um, he's not eligible for the playoffs. So I get it. I get it. I get all that. I get the Braves fans are saying, 2021 we started 0-4 and won the title. I get it. This is in 2021. And this I just it just I'm just like, what is happening with these guys? What I thought these guys were propped up to be the Dodgers' biggest opponent to
Mhm.
to get to the World Series. And the Dodger and again, we get it. It's early. But the way the Dodgers have disposed of this team this week, the way the Padres disposed of them over the weekend, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, the Braves are good and they're talented and they have a good roster. But the Dodgers are like on a different planet and the Padres are above the Braves. So it's like the Dodgers sit alone. The Dodgers are by themselves. And in the next tier, it's the Padres and it's the Diamondbacks and it's the Phillies. And then it's the Braves. Like the Braves are below. And so I've been shocked to see the Braves look this bad with no fight. And maybe it's just April and maybe Acuna comes and Strider comes and it's a different team. But I don't think so. So that's my what is happening team. My what was the first one? The
Yeah, what are you surprised about?
surprised about. Um
Coming out of nowhere.
so coming out of nowhere. That's okay. Um So it can't be the Dodgers. It can't be.
In the same county as the Dodgers. Just giving you a little, not the same county, but the same area as the Dodgers.
I know. I've been watching them and I'm like, oh my God. This is why Harry believes in this team. I'm gonna go with the Padres
Yeah, yeah, respectable. That one's
because I think everyone is ready to throw dirt on them.
mhm.
And one of the things we've seen with these Padres over the last few years is they've become tougher just as it's going. And the Pavetta signing has been really good for them. And I just think it's a team that isn't afraid of anyone in the regular season. And it's a team that believes in themselves versus anyone. And I think that's and we talked about it last week when I told you I think this team is still good enough because they're top heavy. And because they're top heavy, that's going to win you potentially a lot of games. And so they've been surprising because I didn't think they were going to be this hot coming off.
I think both of us.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to be this. Now the Angels are a good story. The Angels are like, what do we have here? Like, are the Angels really are they going to do this? They are.
One injury away.
Yeah, they're a Mike Trout hamstring away from not even
Pretty,
being in this conversation. But
pretty much.
you look at the West and you're like, the Mariners, yeah, good pitching staff.
That's it.
But yeah, that's about it. Their offense, besides Julio, no one else is like super inspiring. The Arena hype is dead now, like he needs another World Baseball Classic to get everybody excited for him again. The Astros are just old and, just
Not scoring run.
yeah. And the Rangers are the best team, but it's almost the best team by default. And
Same thing, not scoring run.
yeah, could the Angels really could they? But
Maybe.
but it's the Padres. The Angels are the honorable mention, but the Padres starting 6-0 has been super, super crazy. And I think the team that I want to mention also the Dodgers just because
Eh,
we no, but look, we knew this
eh,
team was going to be good. But it's one thing, and this is one of the things that Dave Roberts told the team leaving camp. You're going to be the hunted, but you got to go from being the hunted to the hunter. And the Dodgers have stepped up into this season and have accepted the fact that everyone's going to play them and they're going to take their best shot at them. And the Dodgers are in the mindset of come at us then. You want to play against us? Yeah, let's do it. They're not taking this approach of, well, we're going to do our best. It's come at us. Give us your best shot. We're going to give you our best shot. And this is with like Tanner Scout struggling. This is with
Scott.
Scott. Yeah, my bad. Roki Sasaki, uh, not throwing
Let's
strikes.
pause it. Let's pause there.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Time out, time out.
Time. Yeah, yeah.
Did you see the picture of him getting pulled out?
Yeah.
And it was going crazy all over the internet.
Hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, how do
So,
you feel about that?
no, I want to hear your. Mine is,
I don't think it's, I didn't think it was anything crazy.
if you know Japanese baseball, you understand it. If you actually understand it,
Hmm.
not those. Oh, I know Japanese baseball is this. Okay, no, understand it.
Yeah.
It's a religion for them.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's everything for them. They,
Yeah. It's football for the South.
it's just yeah, the SEC. It's like the SEC,
Yeah.
live and die baseball.
Hmm.
Um, this kid has gone through so much success,
Hmm.
and this is why I talk about constantly to the youth. To There's a point in your life that you don't have that success,
Hmm.
and we saw, unfortunately, on national TV that him breaking down. I don't think anything bad of it. It's just a passion thing. But it's one of those things that you pull him aside and be like, hey, dude, if you're gonna do it, just go down there, go somewhere else.
Right. Right.
Because you're in Los Angeles and there's a microscope on us. They're gonna magnify everything you do. They're gonna be looking at everything you do. They're gonna make it something that's not. To me personally, it was nothing. It's a passion. It's a love. He loves the game. He loves being there. And he's been successful for the last few years. And this is one of those things that he wasn't able to do it. I don't think he's ever been pulled in the second inning, and probably is in the last few years. So he's not used to it. It's one of those things you get used to. It. Most likely, you got that talk, veterans. It
Hmm.
might have happened way after. Um, but I don't. I still don't think like I think I texted you. What was it? His first start, and I
Hmm.
told you he's not major league ready.
Yeah. He's also 23.
No, but I'm saying he's not. We're not seeing his full.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
this and this
But I
is why
mean,
it's
like,
great that he's here.
yeah, because the whole thing from Japan, they were kind of like, yeah, he's not ready. He's not.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, this is the pressure. This is the pressure of coming over from Japan. This is the pressure of everyone saying this is the big ticket item. That's the pressure. And credit to him for signing. He could have signed with the Padres. He could have signed with the Padres and kind of had a less stress. And he could have had an easier road to kind of figuring everything out. But he chose the Dodgers. And
Yeah.
I think anyone who's like killing him, I think is being too unfair with him.
Well, the internet kills everybody, but
Yeah.
I think they were being just over. They were overdoing it.
Yeah, yeah. This is too harsh. Yeah.
And we've seen these players like at any level. We've seen them when they're into this, they're passionate. We see it happen in Dominican Republic. We see it happen in all these other countries, and
Hmm.
they're extremely passionate about the game. And then something doesn't go their way, and feelings are let out.
Yeah.
But leave them alone. Leave them alone for a bit. All
Yeah,
right.
let him figure it
All right. The timeout's over. You can continue.
out. Max Muncy's hitting .95. Freddie Freeman.
So Rafael Devers or Max Muncy? You pick.
Freddie Freeman got hurt going into the shower apparently.
Mhm.
So this
So
team
you're telling me you never got hurt going into the shower? Because I have.
it hasn't happened. Maybe
I
I don't
have.
know. I
I
also
still
don't.
have.
I also don't have like a really crazy shower, so you know. Um, so yeah, they're to me. I want to highlight them just because everyone is going to come at them. They're going to give them their best shot, and we've seen teams that are coming off a World Series that are not hungry. They don't have the same passion. I saw this with the 2019 Red Sox. 2018 they were world beaters. 2019 they weren't hungry. They didn't have the same fire and we lost a lot and we weren't that good. And it was a very similar roster. This Dodger team is very similar roster, but they have that fire in their belly to keep going. And that's really great to see. So that's why I want to highlight them. Obviously, they're, you know, they're the best team in baseball, so they're not it's not surprising that they're good. But I just want to highlight them because it's different. It's a different pressure that they're facing than what the Padres are facing. It's a whole different pressure, and they've through 6 games they have risen to the level that they need through 7 games. Sorry, because they're 7-0. Through 7 games, they've risen to
Technically five
the
games.
pressure. Well, you know, on paper 7. In America, 5. So, what about you? Well, what are your surprising teams?
Well, you already hit my guy, the Angels.
There you go.
My guy, the Angels. Uh, we knew they're good. They're just they're missing a few pieces, but like we always know, every year I get excited over them. I'm like an undercover Angel fan. I've always in our previous shows like, oh, the Angels, the Angels, the Angels. You know, I
Mm.
want to see the Angels because I want to see a good freeway series. We haven't seen a good freeway series in a long, long time.
You just want to go to Angel Stadium because it's cheaper than Dodger Stadium,
Yeah, I'm not too. Yeah, but that's
and it doesn't take you 3 hours to get out of the
to
stadium.
get in and out. Yeah, and I could tailgate too.
Uh,
Um, the I want to say the Padres. I want to give them so much props,
mhm.
but uh, I can't. I just can't. After what the Dodgers did to the Braves, it's incredible. Like I can't give him credit.
Yeah.
I just I how bad the Braves are playing, and they just ran into two bad teams, and this is what's going on.
Hmm.
The Guardians, they're good, but they're not world beaters yet.
Right. Right.
They're starting off. The Dodgers, the Cubs been okay. They haven't been world beaters or anything. But the Rays too. The Rays have been also one of the teams that have been surprising for me. More surprising than the Angels, no, but right there close to them.
Hmm.
One of the big factors there is that they're not playing at home. They're not playing with not the real fan base, but they're not playing with the true fans, if you would call them.
Right.
They're playing. If you guys don't know, they're playing in the is it AAA field or is it the major? Is it the spring training facility?
Yeah. Spring training. Yeah.
Spring training facility of the Yankees, so they're
Mhm.
not really getting much out of there. I think they could fill it like with 20,000, which is kind of average for them. But I think it's been impressive having to get used to the conditions and being able to actually produce wins. And this stadium looks pretty nice. I was watching the game right now. They're playing the Pirates. Um, and not impressive. The Astros.
That's a good one.
The Astros we thought were gonna be good, but not World Series guys, but they're gonna be good. They can't score runs somehow.
Hmm.
They don't have an offense. Uh, they lost Kyle Tucker, they lost Bregman. Altuve can't even pull it together. Let's see, let me pull it up real quick. Their leader.
Yeah, the Astros have been a tough.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
So Jordan Alvarez is hitting .63. Christian Walker, we always know he's a home run hitter, but he hasn't had any home runs. He's hitting 150.
Yeah.
Well, I take my words back. Tubi's leading the team in average right now. So he's kind of been trying to do everything, but it's the offense is really, really, really bad. If you think the Red Sox offense is bad, this offense is bad. They're hitting 171 as a team.
Yeah.
Terrible. So they've been kind of like a kind of they actually been like the worst team offensively. And it's been surprising for me to watch because well last year we saw what they went through a actually last year we went through the same thing, no?
Yeah.
It wasn't offensively, but it was just they couldn't put wins together.
Yeah,
And
just as a
we're
whole.
and we were getting worried. And then eventually they got out of it. And but I don't see this team getting out of it. I think the way I'm seeing it, Altuve, yeah, Altuve got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, those have been the. I think just the Astros. There's other teams out there, but I can't say the Red Sox is. I really thought the Red Sox would be this bad. The Twins, they're okay. The Braves you already hit them, so yeah, that's kind of been my the best and the worst.
Yeah. Um, I really hope the NL West stays this competitive because it's going to be a lot of fun if that's the way it goes.
I wish it was competitive the old style, like 4 years ago. So as you know, they're not playing each other much anymore. So
Hmm.
it's kind of you're just gonna be watching each other's games. I'd rather than play each other and beat each other
Yeah.
up, and that would have been good to watch. Then
Yeah,
we'd be
because
standings here.
if they were playing 19 times, you would get fights.
Mhm.
Because just to rattle off the standings, Dodgers 7-0, Padres 6-0, Giants 4-1, Diamondbacks 3-2. And so this has
What
potential.
about the Rockies? Rockies.
The Rockies,
Hey,
the Rockies should be demoted.
they're a game and a half away from fourth place. So
Sure, they're 1-3. Just for the Rockies fans that are listening to us. I really, man, this is our hope. This is our hope for the best in baseball. Um,
I think we had it that way though.
what happened?
I think we had it that way at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah,
division.
yeah, for sure. But if this is the run everyone's going to be on, it's going to make everything so much better. It's going to make the trade deadline so much better because you're going to have all these teams that are going to be chasing it, and I want to see that. That's going to be awesome.
And it's kind of reverse order when we picked it. We had picked the Diamondbacks in second place, the Giants third, and then the Padres fourth, or the Pirates. I'm sorry, the Padres and Giants fighting for third.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sign me up. I'm excited.
Um,
Don't
when
worry, I won't be nervous because we're not gonna play each other that much. So,
yeah, yeah. So it takes all the nerves away. What do you have for Dodger corner?
well, stating the obvious, they've been playing great, 7-0. There's a lot of holes. Well, not a lot of holes. There's a few holes that they have. Third base has been hitting well.
Yeah.
Pitching staff has been great. It was great seeing Dustin May yesterday tear it up. Um, I don't know. Just are you the only? Am I the only one but that is surprised that Edmund is actually this good? Tommy Edmund.
I don't think I know. I think no, I don't think so. I didn't think he was gonna. I didn't think he was gonna be this. But when you're playing in that lineup and you're hitting behind all these guys and in front of all these guys, if you're a pitcher, you think, well, I'd rather throw Edmund something good than the other guys that are behind him. So it makes sense from the lineup standpoint. But I didn't think he had this. You know. So no, you're not
And
the only one.
and I don't want to jinx it. May knock on the mic.
Hmm.
Will Smith, William Smith.
Bill. Yeah.
I predicted that. I said that he was going to have a breakout season. So far he's having a breakout season. So far, I don't want to again jinx it.
Hmm.
Um, and it's kind of what we expected. Let's say now he's not that injured. He looks stronger. He looks bigger.
Yeah.
And especially in this lineup, like you said, a lot of these guys are going to be successful. That's why people want to come to LA. Just being
Hmm.
behind these beasts
Yeah.
and doing good. Um, is it just me or is anybody else over Miguel Rojas? I'm over him. Honestly, I was over him last season. Like, guy, bring something to the plate. Your mouth is going to take you only so far. You're talking all this being a leader and talking in post game toasts. and all this stuff. What have you done, buddy? Like, go away. Like, get out of here. Like, the best thing you ever did was give up your number to Roki Sasaki. Other than that, buddy, get out of here. He's hitting 063.
Uh, yeah.
063. Get out of here. I'd rather have Mookie Betts at shortstop.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, there's so many leaders in this clubhouse that we don't need. There's something that we don't need. I just see something coming in the trade deadline. It's going to be a shorter at third. I don't know. I just don't like Muncy. I mean, Muncy Betts at short. It
Mm.
just it feels weird to me.
Yeah. It does feel weird to see him there. Yeah.
Like I think I'd rather see him at second and then have Edmonds at short, like something like that, like last year. But just overall, I'm just the numbers tell you 7-0. How far does it go? I don't think they're gonna go for 2 weeks straight undefeated. I doubt it. I don't know where they're gonna lose.
Hmm.
But this team is tough.
Yeah.
Like that word that the kids say now, tough.
Right.
No Freddie Freeman the last couple of games, and it's like nothing happened. Yeah.
That yeah. This is that's why you build a team that's able to out out survive anything that's thrown at them, and that's the Dodgers. So
And like I said, I don't know how I feel, man. I don't know how I feel about this team. It's cool that they're winning, but it's just me as a Dodger fan for so long. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. Honestly, I'm waiting for somebody to go to the DL, somebody to go Tommy John surgery, somebody or one of our higher guys, because that's how I'm programmed. I'm used to for all these past years being bad, like something
mhm,
happens. We have the worst luck, you know.
yeah.
Um, but so far they look good. What about you? What have you seen out of them?
Out of the Dodgers,
I don't want to sound a homer, since I am a
what have I seen? Well,
homer.
I already told you what I saw with the Dodgers.
Like, just add on to me. It's not much. It's horrible like when well, I want to say sucks. It sucks when we can't even have a Dodger corner. I think we should just eliminate it until something happens.
Oh,
Some real action happens.
calm down. Stop it. Stop it.
There hasn't been much. They're just winning it's like
That's
okay,
what's
cool.
happening.
But I want to see like I like controversial stuff. I like the Red Sox talk. How about
Well,
we
I
do
mean,
this?
look,
Let's
the Red Sox will be here all season long, so you
how
can
about
get
this?
your controversy fixed with the Sox.
How about this? Until things change, let's have NL West corner.
No, we need Dodger Corner.
Yes.
We need Dodger Corner. Dodger fans listen for the Dodger Corner, so we need to have it. Look, we are not prisoners of just our team, so we talk about everyone. So that's what's great. So we'll talk about everyone will get their shine here, but we need Dodger Corner. We just need it. We have to. We have to have it.
You just run out of things to say when they're winning, and then nothing is going
Yeah, I mean,
bad.
it just might be a shorter Dodger Corner, but we still got to at least like highlight it.
Yeah, but that big hole at third base, I think, has to be fixed.
Yeah.
And I think it's becoming more and more. Since last season, he's been struggling. He's been struggling with. They already know how to pitch him. And, Dave Roberts has been talking about him. Oh, taking walks, taking walks. I get it. He's taking walks. It's great.
Yeah.
He only has 3 walks this season. Like Dave Roberts, you got to stop defending this guy. Just say he's bad. He's bad. Like or bench him or do something else. I think there's more. There's other capable. Like Chris Sealer hasn't been getting any shine at all. Like we see him like in the seventh, eighth inning when they're up by like a lot. Maybe he gets one at bat. Maybe give him some shine. We haven't seen much about him. Kike Hernandez, you know, he is what he is. But I don't see that guy hitting against right-handed pitchers as great as the left-handed pitchers. So,
Yeah.
but they need to do something about their base. Their base is the the opportunity for the Dodgers to
Mhm.
get even better.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to hear? Is that
Yeah. This is what Dodger fans want. This is what the people want. I do want to highlight just while we're here. The Rays have been playing really, really good baseball, and I want
Yeah,
to pat myself on the back because I said I wouldn't be shocked if they were to make it out of the AL East independent, just because I think it's going to be so wide open, and they've been really good. I have a
yeah.
final thought on them, so I'm going to hold the final thought I have on the Rays, but I've loved what they've done. Um, I like the way the Jays have been playing. The Blue Jays have started off pretty decent themselves, 4-2, playing good baseball. Um, I wanted to shout out again the Marlins, 4-2.
Hmm.
Good start, good week. You know, it might go be downhill from here, but they started off really well. And they I just like the way they've started this year. And granted, against the Pirates, I get it. Um, but still, you just got to play the teams that are in front of you. And the Phillies, to me, should be respected as the best team in the AL East. I know everybody was high on the Braves, but I think the Phillies still have the best roster, um, in my opinion, in that division. And that's where I'm at.
That's took the words out of my mouth. He took all the words out of my mouth. Um, well, I was watching the Rays, and other than the stadium, they look pretty impressive.
Yeah, yeah,
They're facing Paul Skeens
yeah,
today, and they're hitting the ball. They didn't hit him that well, but they were getting contact on him, of course. Um,
yeah. Skeens, yeah, he. I was watching that game before we started recording. Yeah, I mean, I mean, he wasn't striking like he went the
that's what
first
I'm saying. Like,
eight
yeah,
without striking anybody out, but went 7 innings and did his thing. But yeah, besides that, they are the Rays are a good professional ball club.
Kevin
So
Cash bringing back the whole manager thing. Now I'm getting more respect on Kevin Cash.
yeah,
Last week they were talking about.
yeah. I mean, just a good professional team, and in the when you're dealing with a league that doesn't have a clear cut number one, if you have professionals all over the place, that's going to help you win a lot of games. And that's what I think. That's why I think the Rays, that's the case for the Rays in a division and in a league where everyone's even. You're going to need a team that's going to be professional. And I think this team is the most professional out of all of them. Um, so I like them, man. I like their chances as we keep going. Who's so last week? So the first week we had the Dodgers as the best team in baseball in the NL. In the AL, we gave it to who do we give it to? I wrote it down. Um,
There was nobody because we haven't started. This is the first week.
yeah, but we gave it. We had made a case for. We had made a case for the
Was
for the.
it?
It's we had said the Blue Jays because they had the best record in spring training.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it was the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. Week one in the Bucks, who is
The
the
Padres and Rays.
best. Really? That's what you're going with? Wow.
Padres and Rays.
Padres
I
and-
already gave too much love to the Angels. That's way too much love that I can give.
Yeah, you said
Fuck
the
it.
Angels. I would have been like, all right, calm, settle down. Um,
I took it away from you. Sorry. So people could know this is not scripted at all.
Not only that, but I think you're going to the other side when it comes to the Dodger stuff. Dodgers number one, and I'm going Rangers.
Well, the Dodgers are 5-0. The Padres are 6-0.
Yeah.
I don't count the Tokyo games.
Okay. Well, baseball counts them. So, um, I'm going Rangers Dodgers as the best teams for this.
Nice. Yeah.
Um, but
Keep
yeah,
it blue.
the Padres and Rays are those are good matchups. I wanted to bring back something we did last year. And I like the gimmick. Heading into the weekend, who what series are you the most compelled uh by? Which is going to be the best series for you?
Um, it's either be the Dodgers, Phillies,
Yeah. Hmm.
or the Mets, Rays. Jays, sorry. No, actually, sorry. The Rays, Rangers,
Yeah.
or the Dodgers, Phillies.
Yeah. So pick one.
We'll keep it away from the Dodgers. We'll go the Rays, Rangers.
That was mine.
That was yours.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah,
It is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to see who's a real contender and who's a pretender.
yeah. Um, honorable mention, Orioles Rays. Honorable mention. Um, yeah, I mean it has to be Dodgers Phillies. It has
Yeah, those are the only ones that I kind of see like will be worth watching
Yeah, I mean you can make
because we're not going to see Paul Skeens against the Yankees. If
no.
that would have been that would have been great to watch. Actually, maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, Monday. Nope.
Yeah, I mean I think that's I mean it's those three, Blue Jays, Mets, Dodgers, Phillies, Rays.
Let's go watch the Angels Guardians for $8.
uh,
Or the Rockies Athletics for $10.
gosh,
We should
man.
come up with a series. Which games would you go watch if you get paid for? Everything paid for. But like it has to be really, really bad teams.
Oh, like okay, that's a fun gimmick. We can start it this week.
It
Which one would I go to?
has to be under $10. Oh, I got a good one for you. I would go watch this one actually. Now that I'm looking at it.
White Sox
You
Tigers.
no, you pick yours. Why did you say White Sox Tigers?
Um,
The Royals Orioles, $4.
yeah, that's where I would go. Yeah,
Yeah,
sign me up.
yeah, that's a good $4. What's going on in Kansas City? Step your game up. $4 to get in, and it's real
So
true.
that's the best.
I'm on Vivid Seats, and it's $4.
Dang, that's crazy.
And the next ticket is $10.
Yeah,
You're in the nosebleeds, but you're in there.
I'd pick. Yeah, is that who you pick too?
I would go watch. This is another game that I want to watch.
Rockies Ace.
No, the Twins Astros. I've been wanting to go to Minnesota. $9.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad.
Do you think we'll ever get it to like $2?
I mean, I'm surprised. I'm sure like when it's like day game on a Wednesday in like Colorado,
Let me go look at the athletic schedule. Let's see if there's any
I
tickets
can't
there.
imagine it's more than $10.
So the athletics,
See, but there's less sitting in the A's, so I can see
yeah,
them kind of just spiking the prices just off of
yeah.
just simple economics.
Yeah, go watch. That game to watch or game you to go watch for the cheapest price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Royals, Orioles, most bang for your buck. Um,
get a tornado while you're at it.
and
Make
some
sure, make
barbecue.
sure you make yeah,
Get
make sure
everything.
you go in there. Make sure you know how to go into the bunkers or what do they call it? The
Yeah, I think the bunkers. Yeah, find a house with the basement. Um, what's your final thought?
um. So as you see this morning, I don't know if you see the news this morning, But Shohei Ohtani giveaway today, and people are already lining up.
That's insane.
I think the Dodgers are doing a horrible job marketing the guy. Terrible job.
Explain.
I go to Japan, I see him at every corner, any bus stop, everything possible out there.
Yeah.
You see him in LA, you see him maybe once or twice. That's it. New Balance commercial. That's it.
Yeah.
Japan, you see him at a restaurant, bus stop, a stadium, everything. Shohei Ohtani, even stuff that is like generic.
Yeah, but the Dodgers don't pay for that stuff. That's like sponsorships.
But marketing the guy. That means they're not giving them enough marketing.
Mm,
Like, okay, cool. You need to fill up a seat. You don't need to fill up the seats. That's not a what do you call it? Uh, a priority.
right.
How about we use it towards charity? We do something Shohei Ohtani for charity. You think money wouldn't come in?
I don't know if that's on the Dodgers though.
Shohei Ohtani shows up yeah, for the Dodger Foundation. They have a Dodger Foundation. It's on
Well,
the Dodger.
I'm sure they use him. I'm sure.
I doubt it.
I don't know. I think that's more on his agent. Like his agent needs to get him more famous and popular here.
But that's one of the reasons why he signed here at a bigger market to be marketed. We were saying so much, we were giving the Angels so much crap for not marketing him correctly. And I think it seems like the Dodgers are just going through the motions with him.
But that's on his agent though. I wouldn't put that on the Dodgers. The Dodgers do a better job of advertising him more than the Angels did.
But how? Giveaways?
Giveaways, but they also partner up with the other like when he's been at Laker games, they do a good job of like, hey, he's at the Laker game. Here's a picture of LeBron. Here's a like when he's at the SoFi. Uh, I think they do a better job of that. Um, the simple fact that Mike Trout still is probably can walk down the street and not be bothered tells you everything you need to know. If Otani were to walk down Figueroa, he'd get mobbed. People would recognize him immediately.
Hmm.
So I think the billboard stuff that's on his agent to make him famous. And honestly, he might not care. He might be making so much money in Japan that he's like, yeah, I'm good. Nah, I'm just good coming with just having the New Balance commercial here in the States.
But I see it differently though. More sponsorship for the team, less money I pay.
I'm pretty sure the Dodgers aren't struggling to find sponsors. I'm sure it's on the contrary. I'm sure the Dodgers have to be more selective about sponsors. I'm sure sponsorship is not something the Dodgers are worried about.
I don't know. I just don't feel like he's being
You're just trying to be pessimistic about the Dodgers for no other reason than you just don't want to be happy.
No, I am happy. I'm glad. I love it. I love watching games. I just feel like there's more opportunity for him. I don't know. We don't
Yeah.
see a Shohei Ohtani 5K race. We don't see a, you know,
See, but he might not want that.
it's not what he wants. It's like we need to market you. You're the best player in baseball. We can't even get him into the front of MLB The Show.
Come on. What are you talking about? How is that like how does that bring look, the Dodgers do not need any help with publicity. They are the number one team in sales. They are the number one team in just people wanting to go see them. If all the road trips are going to be sold out, that's going to be the biggest night for all the teams that they'll be where they'll be at just because everybody wants to see this team. It's fine. I think,
They're like the Lakers now.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, so to him to have like the local like add on whatever, like just sponsored by whatever local car dealership, I'm sure that's not what he wants.
Well, the thing I'm happy about with the Dodgers is the $6 panda deals.
There you go.
Every time they win, Dodgers win. You get yours today. Dodgers win.
Yeah,
Six
dude,
dollars.
you could go to at the, you can get Panda. You get a hot dog from AM PM and a Coke, I think,
And
and
then McDonald's you get six
and
piece.
McDonald's a 6 piece. So you can do like a whole meal. Like if you don't,
That's
if you
yeah.
work around, if there's a McDonald's, a Panda Express, and AM PM, you have a full meal, like a big old meal
Mhm.
on the Dodgers. So yeah, man, Dodgers are fun. My final thought. I don't know when the Rays are going to fix their stadium. I think they should move to like a 20,000, 15,000 people stadium
Really?
because they're going to sell out. They've sold out all their games so far. And I think it's because there's only like 10,000 fans available, 10 seats, 10,000 seats. I think a team like that doesn't need like a 50, $60,000, 50, 60 seat stadium. They need like a 20, like they something like Fenway, where you're sitting 20,000 people. I think that's perfect. I think this idea that they need a gigantic stadium, you don't. And I think all these teams that
But
are,
you're in the major leagues, so
that's fine.
this is Major League Baseball. This is not.
That's fine.
No, 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 no.
That's fine. It's part of the competitive balance. It might throw some guys off, like, dude, like there's only a little bit of people. It might throw people off. I
So
just,
what are you gonna do with the rest of the stadium?
I don't know. I mean, they're
So
thinking,
like, so maybe the like the Vegas stadium.
yeah, something like that. I just don't understand why this team and seeing them in the Yankee spring training facility, I just don't understand why this team needs or would want a gigantic stadium. You don't need it. You
I
you're
can
gonna
see, I can see it.
you're gonna sell more tickets. You can raise tickets up because there's less seats
Yeah,
available.
but what happens when nobody shows up because you raise tickets?
People were filled up versus the Pirates. He sold out versus the Pirates, and this is not just today with Paul Skeens. This is before today. So I don't know. If you can get a sold out game to the Pirate versus the Pirates on a day game. I don't know.
Hmm.
It just and it's a lot easier to fill a a $20,000 arena than it is to fill out a $60,000 60,000 seat dome. You don't need it.
What about this? You sell the first two levels and then the upper level is free.
Sure, but even that, I don't know. I think the Red Sox only sit 19,000, and it's fine. No one's like, ah, they
That's
need.
a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, but you you would have a smaller stadium for different purposes, not for the purposes of like the iconic stadium the Red Sox have. But you just do it like, hey, we can't fill 60,000 seats. It's not real.
So you have like a green monster or like any
Sure,
gimmick
you
stuff.
you can create, yeah, you create your own gimmick, you set your own thing. Maybe you have like a ridiculous uh pitcher's park. You already would have the wind in Tampa. You know, during the summer it would be super hot and super
Hey, that's what they're gonna go with this
humid.
year.
Yeah,
It's gonna
super
be
hot, super humid. All of a sudden, your home field advantage is very different than everybody else's.
it's
I
gonna
don't,
be crazy seeing these humidity
yeah,
games.
you're gonna have these guys drenched in sweat. These pitchers that are gonna have their hands wet, and you're gonna have these like gnarly pitching just because of the element. So if I'm the Rays, I double down and say, okay, this is what we need. Go for it, Tampa.
I could I can see you've been playing MLB The Show a lot, create a stadium feature. Yeah, I can see you've been playing that with that idea. No, I think it does make sense for those, well, this organization and maybe the A's.
Yeah.
Do you think the A's are gonna have issues filling up the stadium?
In Vegas? Yeah, I think so.
You think? The hockey team is doing pretty well. The basketball
No,
team is
but
doing pretty well.
I've never gone to a hockey game, but hockey seems like a very fun in-person
Oh, it
experience.
is. It's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Baseball's different, man. Baseball, I don't know. I mean, the stadium's gonna have to be.
They're gonna have to have a slot machine in front of on your seat, or like one of those where you sit down, you play blackjack on your seat.
They're gonna look. They're gonna have to be good. If they're not good, then it's gonna be hard. Just because when you go to Vegas, there's other things to do. So they're gonna
But
have to be good.
I think Vegas is a very difficult market to have. Sorry, I've been we always go on these little sidetracks, but they end up being good stuff.
Yeah.
I think Vegas is a very, very tough market to have a professional team in.
Yeah.
I think there's too many corporate sponsors. I think you don't really, really, really have legit fans. Like they're constant season ticket holders. Um,
What
I don't
helps
know.
is you're gonna get a lot of transplants, but I don't know.
Like how many like
I think for baseball it's really tough.
like Raider fans are Raider fans. They're gonna travel wherever. They're used to being a dump in Oakland. So
And there's only 8 games.
yeah, it's only 8 games and they're used and then most of the time there's other teams that go there and yeah, it's I guess just I like me explaining is like A's didn't have a fan base. So it's gonna be tough for them to bring somebody over to Vegas and make a fan base.
Yeah, because the Raiders,
The Raiders are gonna travel no matter where you go.
well, not only that, but the Raiders just don't have a home in Oakland. They had a home in LA. So when they went to Oakland, they had a large portion of people from Los Angeles who already were fans. So when they moved to Vegas, they had all the Raider fans from Oakland and all the Raider fans from LA. So
Mhm.
it's different where I mean, how many people from Oakland are going to be making not just one trip, multiple trips throughout the season to go see the A's? I just don't see that. I just don't see that happening.
It's crazy how much minutes and hours we give the A's in this podcast. It's just mind-boggling.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why let's not talk Dodgers. We talk about other teams as much. This whole pod has been we talked
No,
about
I get it. I get
a
it.
large portion of the Rays. We've given the Rays their flowers. So yeah,
I think another thing that I just came up they were talking about the A's. It's crazy how they're just trying to take the history from Oakland over to Vegas or to Sacramento.
yeah.
Here, the first game they wore the Ricky Henderson jersey. Like, dude, like you already ruined this organization. They should have just changed their name. Like they should just yeah. I don't I see it as a pass. I think this team is I don't, it's not gonna as a baseball junkie it doesn't work for me.
Mm,
Like I don't know. I don't just them moving it hurt.
yeah.
88 World Series,
It's a
like
tough luck.
yeah, so we'll see what happens in Vegas.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, so that's it for us. I'll talk to you next week. We'll see if the Dodgers are still undefeated. And hopefully
Doubt it.
next time I talk to you, Rafael Devers has had at least a hit.
2 hits. Over under 2 hits.
Give me the over.
Oh, over.
Over.
Oh, you're gonna go under. I heard it's
Give me the over. Uh, all right, I'll talk to you later.
I talk to you later.
All right, that's the pod. Thank you to Harry. Thank you to Angel. Thank you to Triumph. Thank you to you for listening. I will talk to you again on Friday, NBA Pod So stay tuned for that one. And let's do the rundown, shall we? Let's do it. Yesterday, we had a crazy Real Madrid, Hala Madrid, crazy Real Madrid game versus Real Sociedad 4-4. Antonio Rudiger, hero. Real Madrid advances to the final, which they will play the winner of Atletico in Barcelona, and that's going to be who awaits them. And as of now, I'll check on that for you. Might be Barcelona. They're up 5-4 in aggregate in the 66th minute. So anything changes there, just know that I recorded this before that. So then, and so over the weekend, we're going to have still the rundown on Real Madrid versus Valencia on Saturday morning. Hopefully we can take care of business and win that one. And glory, Man United. Tough loss to Nottingham Forest. Stop the ball, guys. I just, Elanga just ran and nobody tackled him or stopped him, and made no sense. Sunday, the derby versus City. Yeah, nervous for that one. We'll see how that turns out. Let's go Sox. Can we get a hit from Rafi Devers today? Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. And that's what's happening. That's on the docket. Viva la Máquina tied versus America yesterday. The deciding game next week. Hopefully we can take him down. And over the weekend, Saturday night versus Pumas. A game we should win. We should be able to win that game. And finally, win with this. Let's go Lakers. As we've been off for a few days. We don't come back until Thursday versus the Warriors in a game that we're going to need. And we're going to need Nuggets to lose and Houston. And, we're just ramping up for the playoffs. But Warriors Lakers on Thursday night should be a lot of fun. So that's where we're at. So thank you for listening. Find the pod anywhere you get your pods. Rate, review, subscribe. And until then, a very, very happy Let's Go Lakers. The Arizona Podcast is brought to you by Giant Protective Coatings, a flooring company that specializes in epoxy flooring and concrete resurfacing systems. They speak Spanish. They're in the LA area, and they are an amazing company to work with. They have awesome customer service, and they give you honest quotes with great work, and I couldn't recommend them enough. So use the promo code ARROWSUP. You get a 15% off on your next project. So call them, reach out to them. You can find them on the internet, triumphcoatingsca.com, and you can request a free quote and all that fun stuff. You can follow them on Instagram, triumph_coatings, and they do speak Spanish, and they do great work, like I said. So check them out. Promo code ARROWSUP, 15% off your next project.